The first thing God removes before He elevates your life is people. Specific people you thought you couldn't live without. And He does it quietly, so it feels like rejection instead of rescue. Here's what almost nobody understands. When God is about to lift you into something bigger, He doesn't start by adding. He starts by subtracting. And the very first thing on the list is people. Not enemies, friends. The ones who fit the old version of you so perfectly that staying close to them means staying small. It feels like betrayal. It feels like loss. But think about a hot air balloon. It cannot rise until someone cuts the ropes and drops the sandbags. The sandbags aren't bad. They're just heavy. And some of the people in your life right now are sandbags. God loves you too much to let you carry into your next season. Stay with me, because the sixth thing He removes is something almost every single person goes through, but almost nobody recognizes it while it's happening, and missing it keeps people stuck for years. 1. God removes the people who only knew the old you. You'll notice friendships start to feel strange. Conversations that used to flow now feel empty. People drift, stop calling, sometimes turn cold for no clear reason. And your first instinct is to chase them, to fix it, to ask what you did wrong. But here's the truth most people miss. Some relationships are assigned to a chapter, not the whole book. They were never meant to walk into your future. They were meant to walk you through your past. When God starts pulling certain people away, it's not punishment. It's protection. He's clearing the room so the right people, the ones built for where you're going, actually have space to walk in. Don't beg someone to stay in a season they were never meant to enter. 2. God removes your comfort. Right when you finally feel settled, a steady job, a calm routine, a life that finally stopped hurting, everything starts to shake. The job gets shaky. The plan falls apart. The safe thing stops feeling safe. And you cry out, God, why now? Why when I was finally okay? But comfort is the quietest enemy of growth. A bird that never gets pushed never learns it has wings. You were not created to be comfortable. You were created to be alive, stretched, and useful. So when God disrupts your comfort, He isn't being cruel. He's refusing to let you fall asleep 2 steps before your breakthrough. The shaking you're feeling isn't your life falling apart. It's your life refusing to settle for less than what God promised. And the way you respond to that shaking sets up the third thing He removes, which is the thing most people are secretly holding on to without even realizing it. 3. God removes your backup plans. This one stinks, because backup plans feel responsible, smart, mature. But a backup plan is often just a polite way of telling God, I'll trust you, but only halfway, just in case you don't come through. So God lets the backup plan collapse. The other option closes, the safety net snaps, and suddenly there's no plan B, no escape hatch, nothing to catch you except Him. That terrifies people. But understand what's happening. God isn't taking your options to leave you helpless. He's taking them so that, for the first time in your life, you actually lean your full weight on Him. You never find out God can catch you while you're still holding the railing with both hands. He removes the railing on purpose. 4. God removes old desires. Things you used to crave suddenly lose their flavor. Places you loved feel empty. People you wanted. Habits you couldn't quit. Dreams you chased. They go quiet, and you can't explain why. You might even panic and think something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Your appetite is changing. When God is preparing to elevate you, He rewires what you hunger for, because the old desires were sized for the old life. You cannot want the future and feed the past at the same time. So He lets the old cravings die, not to leave you empty, but to make room for hunger that actually matches your destiny. Don't mourn a desire God is removing. He's only deleting what would have poisoned where He's taking you. 5. God removes your reputation. This is the one that hurts the most because it touches your name. Suddenly you're misunderstood. People talk. They assume the worst, twist your story, and you want to defend yourself, explain yourself, make everyone see the truth. But God goes silent and lets you be misunderstood on purpose. Why? Because as long as you're addicted to being understood by everyone, you'll never have the courage to obey God. When He asks you to do something the crowd won't applaud. Look at almost every person God elevated in the Bible. Joseph was called a dreamer and a traitor before he ruled. David was overlooked by his own father before he was crowned. Being misunderstood isn't the end of your story. It's almost always the hallway right before the elevation. God is teaching you to need His approval more than the applause of people who are never going to clap for you anyway. And that leads to the last thing, the one I promised you, the thing almost everyone experiences, but almost nobody recognizes while it's happening. 6. God removes your control. This is the final and deepest thing He takes, and it's the hardest to see because it doesn't look like an event. It looks like a slow unraveling of everything you thought you were managing. You like to plan. You like to know the next step, hold the timeline, run the outcome in your head before it happens. And God, gently but completely, takes the steering wheel out of your hands. The timing isn't yours anymore. The how isn't yours. The when isn't yours. You're left in a place where all you can do is wait and trust. And that feels like the worst thing in the world to someone who's used to being in control. But here's why this is the last thing He removes. Everything else, the people, the comfort, the backup plans, the old desires, the reputation, all of it was preparing you for this single surrender. Because a person who still insists on controlling everything cannot be trusted with everything. God will not pour a bigger life into hands that are clenched shut. He waits until your hands finally open. And the moment you stop white-knuckling your own plan and whisper, God, I trust you, even here, even now, that's the moment elevation actually begins. Not before. Right there. So let me tell you what's really happening in your life right now. If people are leaving, if your comfort is shaking, if your backup plans are falling apart, if your old desires feel dead, if you're being misunderstood, and if you feel like you've completely lost control, you are not being punished. You are not cursed. You are not falling behind. You are being prepared. Every single one of those things is a sign, not of God's absence, but of His hands actively at work, clearing, cutting, emptying, making room. Think about how a farmer treats good soil. He doesn't leave it alone. He tears it open. He plows it, breaks it up, pulls out the weeds and the rocks. And to the soil, it must feel like destruction. But the farmer isn't destroying the field. He's preparing it for a harvest the untouched ground could never produce. The pain you're feeling is the plow. And the plow only comes to ground the farmer believes in. So here's what to do while God is removing things. Stop fighting Him. Stop trying to drag back the people He's moving out. Stop rebuilding the comfort He's tearing down. Stop clutching the control He's prying from your fingers. When God starts subtracting from your life, the worst thing you can do is spend all your strength adding it back. Trust the emptiness. The empty space isn't punishment. It's a promise. It means something new is coming, and God refuses to crowd your future on top of your past. The people God removes were too small for your destiny. The comfort He removes was putting you to sleep, The backup plans he removes were diluting your faith. The desires he removes were feeding the old you. The reputation he removes was chaining you to the opinions of the crowd. And the control he removes was the very last thing standing between you and the elevation he's been planning for you all along. So when it feels like you're losing everything, remember, you might just be losing everything that was keeping you from becoming who God created you to be. The hand that's emptying you is the same hand that's about to lift you. Let him empty you. Then watch how high he takes you.